Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to another edition of Third Down Thursdays, TDT Media, the most amazing podcast streaming service you're going to find. Oh, I'm going to hype it big time now, guys. I'm going to hype it big time. We got a lot of people mad at us, well, more specifically you, but I love it. That's what we do. Let's have some fun tonight. 2-hour show as always. Let's get it. Let's get after it. MJ, how you doing, bud?
Oh, I'm doing just dandy, ladies and gentlemen. Just for the usual people who are coming in here right now, we're not going to throw the normal comments up on the screen since I see Alex, Michael, those folks. We appreciate all of you. Bruce and I are going to have a 2-hour show. It's going to be a little bit old school. We're just going to talk. We'll have Kenny on later. We'll have Nate on later. We'll have Connor. All the good stuff. But because of some recent events, we're just going to make sure that this is a nice, positive place for the evening.
This is a children's show. When it's the 8 o'clock hour, that's usually when my swearing gets a little bit more, whatever. But anyways, MJ, I did see you went golfing, though. How was that?
It was incredible. So let's talk about that real quick. So my dad and I always play a scramble. I am newer to golf. He played college golf, so that's just the dynamic we have, right? And also, I'm out there to have fun with my dad, right? I'm not out there to get mad.
Playing golf with pops. Anytime you're playing golf with pops, it's a good time.
Exactly. So if you remember, I told you before when we played last week, we bogeyed the first hole and we made a par on the next 17, right? That was our performance last week.
And you shot
this week, we were completely even par on the front 9, and then we proceeded to shoot 6 under. On the
all right. So what's your hold on real quick? What's your best club like right now? I know you said you're kind of, and we've had this conversation. Oh, really? So you're good from like 120, like 75 yards. That's your area of like butter?
Yeah. Well, so like 100 to 150.
Okay.
In that range. So like my pitching wedge through maybe 7.
Okay. That's your favorite club?
At the moment, yes, partially because it's my most consistent.
Okay, and that makes sense. And usually that's the shortest club too. And I think we had that conversation when you got a new driver, like it has the shorter shaft because I get it. I feel you.
And so I have like a 54 degree, not great with it unless I'm right around the green. My distance of control from further out isn't as good. I know how to hit a flop shot. It's not very good, but I know how to hit one. And then like I can hit my 54 degree like 80 yards, but it just doesn't.
Why would you?
It's not consistent. Yeah, it's not consistent. Like when I can choke down on a P wedge a little bit, much better.
Oh, right.
Golf yesterday was fantastic. Then when I hung out with the fam a little bit, nothing else of note happened yesterday.
not at all. Nothing of note yesterday.
Yeah,
but yeah, man. No,
nothing at all.
That's cool though, man. Well, I mean, we'll touch on that topic at some point, guys. So for those of you that are here to hear it, welcome for the first time. We will touch on the topic that we talked about yesterday. It's great to see you. Great to see you. Love you guys. Any views are good views. That's the way I see it, baby. But yeah, man, no, it's cool. Like I've been really under the weather the past few days, my guy. Really under the weather. I've been so I had a fever. That's a negative for COVID. So it's not that it's not the vid. We don't have the vid. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Like I did have the flu last year. Doesn't feel like the flu. For one day, it felt like I had the aches and pains of like, feeling like absolute doo-doo. But yeah, man, no, other than that though, it's just been a slow progression. The thing I didn't have my daughter last year when I was really sick.
Yeah.
And now like having my daughter is like the thought of I don't want to get her sick. Although she's in a cesspool when she goes to daycare. You know what I'm saying?
No, so, dude, for real. Like
it's brutal there. Like I walk in there, no joke. Like the other day I walked in there to give like extra bottles and extra like food.
Yeah.
And when I walk in, I just hear sneezing, coughing, not only from the kids, but also from the teachers. I'm like, yo, let's get out of here as fast as we can. But then again, my wife also works there too, though, so it's not like it's.
I'm gonna run away now. Yeah,
she brings all of it home anyway. But yeah, man, everything's okay. Feeling better now. We got let's see. Got the last weekend. Got all the Christmas lights like good to go. Like we finally got the house completely done and everything. That's always good. One of the coolest things, though. One of the coolest things, man, was seeing my daughter's eyes light up as soon as we turned on the Christmas tree.
Oh, I bet that's cool.
Oh my god, like that's like definitely one of those like core memories. Like as soon as it happened, bro. As soon as it happened.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, man. No, I'm kind of jealous of the fact you're playing golf right now. It's December 14th, and your ass is out playing golf still.
Yes, like yes, it is.
That's not. It's not fair.
Like, let me say, it's one of my favorite things because obviously living in Dallas, the people here are not used to cold. So it was like mid-50s today, and everybody has on winter coats, and I just get to sit there and laugh. I wear my normal polo, and everybody is freezing, and it's the funniest thing ever. Like, I'll wear a long sleeve if I'm inside, but also they have the heat on.
Today was like 50. It was like 50, 51 degrees here, dude. It was beautiful.
Yeah, and I'm sure everybody was rejoicing. They were all outside. You know,
I wasn't out.
It's just such a different dynamic, and it's the funniest thing ever.
Well, it's like when Connor comes on for the greatest segment in podcast history, the Davis Division. I'm going to talk to him a little bit about that too, because like I sent him one of our TDT Media hoodies.
Yes.
And like he was telling me, the first thing he said, it was funny when I talked with him last week in the pre-show. He's like, yeah, I really like it, and it's like a throwback hoodie. I'm like, it's a hoodie. I'm like,
right?
What? I'm like, and he's like, oh, we really don't wear these ones down here. I'm like, what do you mean you don't wear those ones down there? What do you wear, zip ups or something? So I'm gonna remind me to talk to you about that, Connor, when you jump on that guy. But yeah, man, everything's good.
I have a question.
Shoot.
How do you spell cesspool?
Dude, that's definitely a spell check for me.
Well, but when I'm typing on my computer, it doesn't have spell check. It tells me when it's wrong.
That's why you
Is it two S's? It's two S's. Okay, I got it. We're good.
S's.
I got
it. Yep, two S's. I don't know.
Thank you guys. Appreciate you. I graduated college. Don't know how to spell cesspool. Thank you very much.
It's okay. I graduated college
because I haven't encountered one until I saw Bear's Twitter yesterday.
Oh wait, hey, keep it.
Got him.
Oh, don't forget, bro. Don't forget, my guy. You're also just because you think says journalist.
Oh yeah, sorry, I'm verified on Google, but whatever.
Oh yeah, same. But I only have 2. I can only imagine if that came from my account with like my only 200 followers. That would have been hilarious. It would have been. I would have been ripped to shreds. It'd have been great. By the way, so I think we're gonna jump on this now. Why not?
That's fine. I don't want to spend a lot of time. Just a little.
No, it's cool. So. I'm not going to go into specifics on the information that we received because I think that out of respect for the person, but it was credible. It was credible enough that made us decide, MJ specifically, to say that what he said.
Yeah.
Saying that though, I think that we really dove deep into the dark, like chasms of Twitter there.
We dove deep into something. That's for sure.
We go into shit is what we go into.
And like, again, I understand if people are mad.
Yeah, but with all due respect, questioning a man's religion and like faith and whatever, I think that's a little extreme.
I didn't even see that one.
Yeah, I did. So
I'm muted a lot of that stuff yesterday. Not because I don't have the capability of responding to things. I'm
sorry.
However,
this is me. My bad. I had to. My bad.
Actually, we're decorating the tree right now, not the cookies.
Sorry, Connor. I just wanted that one.
The cookies are going to come tomorrow. Thank you very much, Shane.
Decorate them cookies on Friday, baby.
Yeah.
But
there's so many things I want to say, but I'm going to keep myself civil because I'm a good human once in a while.
Once in a while. We'll see. We'll see. We gotta ask. I want to ask Nate if Nate's heard about any of this because we really haven't talked to Nate about any of this. To be honest,
I doubt he has. The brother doesn't really use social media.
That's true too.
There's no way he's seen it because.
And who would listen to like a Chicago sports radio show outside of Chicago, really? Unless like you're from Chicago and you want to listen to it. So
I can say that. Did I say that out loud? Whoopsies. My bad. I mean, second tier radio in Chicago. That's tough.
Is
that all I got? We'll see. And yes, I am wearing a Packers hat on purpose because, yes, I'm a Packers fan. And that does not mean that I cannot know people who live in Chicago who know things. Like, ladies and gentlemen, please use 2 singular brain cells because I know that's all you have and rub them together and maybe a coherent thought will occur once in a while. That's all I got. That's all I got.
But no, dude, it's all good, honestly. And here's the other thing too. Why would anybody be upset about this? Okay, and
thank you. I think Jackson said that at one point. He was like, "Why are people mad about this?"
Say everything. Say unfortunately, the source of it. Guess what? This wouldn't be the first time we've been wrong on a couple things, but guess what? We've also been right on some pretty major things.
Yeah.
Saying that though, why would anyone be upset about the potential to be re-signing a lockdown corner,
the highest graded corner in the NFL this year?
Right. Why would anyone be upset about that? Is because the numbers? Is because because you guys weren't the first ones to report it? Like, is that the issue, or is this a situation where it's like, I don't know, I don't get it. And real quick, I'm sorry, MJ, real quick, Bears fans. Just because you're riding the knob of a small scale radio place or a sports radio company doesn't mean you can come at someone saying that, like, and some of the vulgar, terrible things that y'all were saying. Okay. And I get it. I understand what I'm saying right now might be upsetting to some people. Whatever. I'm cool with that. Come at me. I'm fine with it. But dude, have some respect, Bears Twitter. I'm a Bears fan myself. I want Jaylon Johnson to sign. And guess what? I was totally fine with what he put out there. And yeah, obviously it's our show, our company, whatever. But at the same time, though, there is a system of checks and balances that does occur before anything is done, anything's tweeted out. So that being said, relax. Go Bears. We're in the hunt.
That's wild.
All right. I said hunt with an H.
It's
but yeah, so have some fun.
One game behind the playoff race is wild.
Especially with the way they started off. So yeah. let's pump the brakes, have some fun, enjoy the rest of the night. This is the last I'm going to talk about it, but anyways, I think we got a couple more minutes until we got the Davis division jumping in here.
Yeah.
I
have one more thing. For those who are very mad if you do end up watching this, or if you are watching right now, first of all, thank you. Hello, how you doing? If I'm wrong, if the Bears start their game in Cleveland on Sunday and Jaylon Johnson does not sign an extension, I will put out a tweet that says, I had information. The information was incorrect. I will never again use that source. Have a good day. And if Jaylon Johnson signs a contract extension before the Bears play on Sunday, I will quote my tweet and say, Jaylon Johnson has signed this deal. Have a good day. Goodbye. Like this, what I said yesterday, I will say again today. My legacy, any type of credibility that you guys are worried about, at the end of the day, yes, Bruce and I want to do this for a living. That would be awesome.
But
also, I have a fantastic wife. I have a family that I live in the same city as. Like, I have so many other things that are actually important to my day-to-day life, including, Bruce and the other friends I've made, my faith. Like, there are so many things that actually have an impact on my well-being. And I could delete my Twitter account tomorrow and I could not care less. In fact, I would probably be happier. Oh yeah, X, whatever it is. So that's really all I got. I appreciate all the views.
Yeah.
And no to the one top comment. I was not interaction farming. Although clearly that works. Like, if I was trying to.
Thank you, Elon Musk.
Yeah. Oh, I even got the fireworks.
Yeah.
Proud of me. Yeah, like, I'm a man. I will stand on what I said. If it's incorrect, I will stand on the fact that I was incorrect. And I have done it before, and I will do it again. And I had, Bruce, I haven't even told you this. So I had probably 13 to 15 reporter friends reach out to me in the last 24 hours.
Yeah, it's awesome.
A bunch of them Chicago and Green Bay, some of them more national. So let's say the number was 15. I think 2 of them said, hey, you probably shouldn't have done that. And the other 13 basically said, we love what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing.
Right.
We know that you wouldn't have put that out if you didn't believe that it was true when you hit send. And they said, as long as you're willing to be the man and say you were wrong if you're wrong, then there's no problem with it.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
That's
Hey, how many?
First of all, I'd like to say thank you to all of those people who did reach out. I believe I've responded to all of you. If I haven't, I apologize. But it really does mean a lot. Not that, I, again, really care about this app. But, when something does kind of blow up, to hear from people you haven't heard from in a long time, it is nice. So thank you guys for reaching out. Reach out more. Follow the show. Follow the program. Let's get into it.
Yeah, man. Have some fun. Have some fun with it.
And that's the thing. I said I wanted to have, I'm just out here to have fun, right? And they're like, making things up isn't fun. And I was like, well, if I wanted to have fun, I wouldn't make things up, because this isn't really fun right now, getting insulted.
It's not fun. It's not fun getting destroyed.
What if I am wrong and I know that I'm going to be wrong? What do I gain from that? I'm not MO football. That Twitter account? They suck.
Yeah. Anyway, real quick. Before, I don't know why. Sorry, my bad. I just put that in all caps in the private chat. But angry, got it. Why are we yelling?
I'm not even looking at the private chat.
So real quick, guys. We're gonna advance on to bigger and better things. Saying that,
that's what she said.
I got it. Oh no, that's not it. That's what I want. Oh no. There it is.
For some reason, I'm not hearing any of the sound effects tonight. Yeah.
Well, let it run.
If y'all play sound effects, I'm not going to hear them anyway.
That being said, though, we are on to the best, the greatest segment on.
Talk to you.
Yeah. The best segment on podcast history, in the present, in the past, in the future. The man, the myth, the legend himself. We call him Connor G-Wag Davis. Let's go.
G-Wag.
G-Wagon.
What up, Connor?
How are you guys?
Just out here living the dream, baby. You know what I'm
out here living.
I added a little bit of spice to my coffee here.
Oh, you put some nutmeg in it?
Yeah, a little nutmeg. Nothing wrong with that. A little nutmeg action, What you got, Connor? What you got for us? I'm looking forward to this one today.
Well, before I start, I got some good stuff. I got some good stuff. But you wanted me to remind you about the hoodies.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What about?
Okay, so I got you the traditional hoodie, the regular, pullover with hoodie, bop, boom, done. That's a staple in the Chicagoland area, my guy. So, what is the go-to down there? I mean, I guess it's not hoodies, huh?
I think it's quarter zips, right?
To wear when it's cold, it just depends on the temperature. It's see, when I see 60 degrees, if I see anything above 60 degrees, I'm wearing shorts. I'm gonna wear shorts outside. If it's about 60 to 65, I might put something light on, maybe something that's not a hoodie, something like a quarter zip, maybe just a little, something a little light.
Okay, that's fair.
I'm putting pants on. I'm putting a hoodie on probably, but if it gets below 50, I'm putting on a freaking winter jacket. You gotta believe that.
Yo, I shovel my driveway in shorts and a hoodie when it's
I don't
25.
put on a winter coat until it's below 0, my guy.
Same.
Yeah, I mean, I can't do that. I get cold. My hand, working at Chick-fil-A when it was freezing cold organizing, my hands would get so chapped.
It was never freezing cold.
They would start to bleed, MJ. They would
Connor,
bleed.
it never went below freezing.
They would literally.
How could it be freezing cold when it's not below freezing?
It was freezing cold to me because when I would handle money and stuff, all my fingers would just get all chapped and start bleeding and cracking and stuff. Oh, it was terrible.
Still doesn't work for me. I don't know why. Anyway, Connor, what you got? What you got for us tonight? I'm looking forward to this.
I got some dang good stuff because we talked about this gentleman, this guy, not too long ago. I think it might have been the Thanksgiving show. I kind of touched up on him, or maybe I didn't. But
you touched up on him. What?
Well, touched on the news about him.
Okay, better.
Let's not.
Better.
I was about to play that sound.
I still can't hear the sound effects. This is driving me crazy. I still can't. Oh my gosh. Okay. Continue.
Okay. So, do y'all remember about the 2011 season, 2012? They had a Super Bowl in New Orleans. The lights went out. It was Harbaugh Super Bowl.
Ravens 49ers.
Who ended up winning that MVP that game? Do y'all remember?
Oh, good question.
Oh, wasn't it the kick returner?
No.
Was it Joe Flacco?
Was it Flacco?
Was it Flacco? Joe Flacco. The man
Daddy Flacco.
38 years old. He is the fifth player in NFL history to win the first 2 games he has started with a new NFL team.
He's been balling out, and he's also the same guy that keeps getting put on the practice squad for whatever reason too.
Well, let's talk about that. I'm glad you brought that up, Bruce. Let's talk about that. So to negate his kind of practice squad title, the Browns and Joe Flacco have decided he will sign a 1-year deal for the rest of the season worth up to a little bit more than $4 million, about 4.05.
That's honestly not bad for Joe.
No, and that's a great deal for him. Like for sitting on the couch for like 10 weeks, 11 weeks, and then like jumping them back in. That's great.
But it's with incentives. Okay. So I'll tell you the incentives, and then I want to kind of share a quote what he said, and then ask you a little question. So if he wins say he wins 3 out of the 4, he wins 2 out of the 4. If he wins all 4, if he wins 1 of each of the regular season games remaining, there's 4 left, he will get $75,000 tacked onto that $4 million. Okay. For each one he wins. If he wins the wild card, he gets $250,000. If he wins the divisional, he gets $500,000. If he wins the AFC championship game, he gets $1 million tacked on. If he wins the Super Bowl, he gets $2 million tacked on.
How much money is Daddy Joe winning?
How much is he winning if he wins all that?
No. You're like finish your question. I'm curious. I'm
curious. When he was asked about him getting signed with the Browns and how he felt, he said he feels like he's 10 years old again playing in the backyard.
Oh, I saw that. I love that.
I love that. Like, I love the way he put that. Do you see Joe Flacco? And I like Joe Flacco. I think this is great. I do like this news. Whoever wants to take it out first, do you see Joe Flacco taking this Browns team to the playoffs, or are they going to make a deep playoff run? Where does this Browns team stand in the postseason?
MJ, if you don't mind, I can start off.
Yeah, go for it.
So right now, currently the Browns' record is 8-5.
Yes,
they are obviously behind the Ravens, potentially the best team in the AFC right now. Actually, yeah, they're the best team in the AFC right now. The Browns aren't very good away from Cleveland. They're only 2-4 away from Cleveland, 6-1 at home. The rest of their schedule, they have the Bears this weekend. And I think that I'm going to say this. I actually think that the Bears are going to win this game on Sunday, and I can't believe I'm saying it. I can't believe I'm starting to kind of like lean back into that hope area.
Don't do it, Bruce.
I know. But like they got the Bears, they got the Texans, they got the Jets, and they have the Bengals. There's a very good probability of if they get 2 more wins out of that, they're
Texans, Jets, Bengals. That's really hard.
They're all right. Home against the Bears, away against the Texans, home against the Jets. And then
they win 2 of those games, though.
Yeah, they win 2 of them. They win 2 of them. They win 10 games. They make the playoffs. So at the very least, he's going to be getting that playoff check. Do I see them doing anything? Their defense is good. Their defense is actually really damn good. Really like Myles Garrett, the linebacker. What's their linebacker's name? I can't remember his name now off the top of my head. I like the linebacker. I like
Taki.
Yes.
Woo! Taki.
But yeah, no, I really like the Browns. I do like this team. However, I don't see them. I love the story with Flacco. I think Flacco, like, he's a good dude. Like, he's just a really good dude. But yeah, no, I don't think they're not. There's no way that they're going to get past anybody in the first round of the playoffs. I don't see that happening. They're definitely going to make the playoffs. He's getting that check. But I have a follow up question to that, but I'll let MJ answer it.
So, yes, they're making the playoffs. And here's why Joe Flacco has a chance to actually do something special here. Bruce, what wins championships again?
Defense.
What do the Browns have a really good one of?
Really good defense.
Really good D, ladies and gentlemen. And Joe Flacco is the literal definition of a game manager. And I know people don't like to hear it. People like to hear it when you say it about Brock Purdy or somebody who's young and hip and up and coming. But look at this dashing 38-year-old man who is marching his way into Cleveland. And he is built for Cleveland cold playoff football. He's already not going to throw the ball far. He's already not going to throw the ball hard. But the Cleveland Browns are built to win 10-7 ball games in January. And that's the type of game that you're going to have to win when, no disrespect to Daddy Joe, he's your quarterback. But he's the type of quarterback that's not going to go out there and make stupid mistakes. You want to know why? Because he's been to the Super Bowl before.
He's a game manager.
So a wild card game in Cleveland is not going to, well, they're not going to host a playoff game, but you get what I'm saying. A cold weather wild card game is not going to phase Joe Flacco. A cold weather divisional game, like he's been there, he's done that. And he's been there and done that with the expectations. And so when you look at, can he make a run? Heck yeah, he can make a run. Do I think he's going to? I honestly do. Like this is,
he might be, he's the healthiest player right now in the NFL.
That's like, actually a really good point. He has no wear and tear. He's fresh. He's ready to go. And any Mitchell Trubisky reference is good around here. Thank you, Warren.
The truth, you, baby.
I love you, Warren. That's one of my buddies from college. Played flag football with him. Great guy.
Shout out.
But yeah, so I think Joe Flacco makes a little bit of a run, even if that's just winning a wild card game. That's more than the Browns should be expected to do with their current roster and their current, all of their injuries, all of their season-ending injuries. They should not win a playoff game. They shouldn't even be where they are. And so if Joe Flacco gets them to win a playoff game, legendary. Talk about legacy, Bruce.
Dude, okay, so he's already, like, fans already love him out there in Cleveland. The dog pound.
Yeah.
They love him already, dude. So I don't know what that was.
You just did the same thing.
I know, mine was cooler. But no, real quick.
Sure, all the trolls agree with you too.
Whoa, well, probably.
Yeah.
No, I can't. Oh, okay. So my only counter to kind of give, they're probably going to be playing away from Cleveland in that playoff game
for a while. Yeah.
So he's not going to win a playoff game. Exactly. I got the story's great. I think he's done a very good job of filling in. I closed the depth chart. I really want. Hold on. He did a great job coming in for who's the rookie quarterback that he was playing. Not rookie. He wasn't a rookie. Dorian Thompson-Robinson. Yeah.
So there was Deshaun, DTR, PJ Walker.
But what he's doing for the Browns right now is awesome, considering the fact that like two of their best players with Chubb and Watson are on IR. So kudos to Flacco. Great question, Connor. He's only getting to the playoffs. He's not winning a game.
Well, do we see Joe Flacco signing a contract with another team or the Browns in the future based on his performance this season?
It won't be the Browns. Another team.
I think he'll get a backup deal somewhere next year. He might go back to New York. He might go back to New York.
You know, it's kind of crazy too. He actually has okay, fair. But he actually tried out for what do I want to call it? CBS's pre-show or football.
Oh yeah.
And he didn't get the job. So it was almost like a blessing in disguise for him.
Right.
Yeah. So, you ready for the next one?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So I'm going to go into college football because I feel like I have another NFL one, but I kind of want to end off the second NFL one as the end. I feel like it's the better one to end off the show. But I'm going to try to pronounce this as best I can without butchering it. Okay, you ready? Let's go to college football. Let's talk about the transfer portal for a little bit. One of the top-ranked transfers right now, he goes by the name of DJ Uiagalelei.
That wasn't bad.
That actually was pretty darn good. I'm not going to lie.
Thank you. He was the sought out number one recruit coming out of high school. He was in California. He was at like St. Jose or what's it called in California? One of the big high schools out there, whatever they call it.
I can't remember.
I can't
Beats me.
He goes to Clemson.
Comes in, yeah.
Has a pretty decent. He had a backup game year with Trevor Lawrence. Played against Notre Dame. They lost against Notre Dame in overtime, I think. And then he starts it next year. Gets beat out by Cade Klubnik. Decides to transfer. Goes to Oregon State. He throws for 2,638 yards, 21 touchdowns to 7 picks. Decides to transfer. Doesn't think Oregon State is up for him. Jonathan Smith, Oregon State's head coach, got signed to Michigan State. Doesn't have his head coach that recruited him. Doesn't have the dude, and his backup left as well. He wants to go somewhere where DJ Uiagalelei can go to the NFL. So, where does he go? Where does he visit? He visits a school called Florida State University.
Yep.
Who has no quarterback starter right now. Do you think DJ Uiagalelei decides to go to Florida State? And if they do they get snubbed from the playoffs again? Do they make the playoffs? Are they top playoff contenders? How do you see DJ impacting this Florida State offense?
Well, here's the problem. They were not going to make those playoffs even if it's Jordan Travis, right?
Yeah.
Even if Jordan Travis was playing, I don't think they make the playoffs. Something came out that there was, I think the quote was, there was never a world where Texas was getting left out of the playoff. Okay.
Yeah, there was. It was. Yep.
So when Georgia lost to Alabama, Alabama was not getting left out of that playoff. And then you have Michigan. Why am I blanking? Who's the other team?
Washington.
And so the biggest issue, like if Texas and Bama are locks, and essentially Michigan is a lock. Sorry, Michigan. I got a little Kenny in me today. If those three are locks, and I have to choose between Washington and Florida State, I'm not picking FSU. I don't care who their quarterback is. Washington had the better resume. So if you're taking the big wins Texas and Bama had as their resume definers, and then Michigan, just dominated their way through the year, FSU did not dominate their way through the year like Michigan did. Michigan had a defining win. Texas had a defining win. Bama had one. And Washington had one. Actually, they had two. So, Connor, what was Florida State's defining win?
They struggled against Clemson. Went over.
I guess they beat Oregon State in the.
They beat Oregon. Yeah. They beat LSU.
Beat Louisville in the ACC championship.
Okay, but Bama beat LSU too.
No, I said Louisville.
I said it. I said
they
LSU.
Destroyed LSU. That's probably their defining win. But that was also at the beginning of the season.
Yeah, I'll say
but Bama destroyed LSU too.
I wouldn't say destroy. It was.
Louisville.
But still, so
was a good win for them.
Those. That's what I'm saying. So to go back to your original question, I don't think. I understand if DJ wants to go there because that's probably the best available spot for him, right? There's not really a bigger program that has a legitimate quarterback opening, right?
They only had two. Sorry, they only had 2 wins against ranked opponents this year.
Right. And Connor, I'm asking you the question: is there a better quarterback opening than Florida State right
now? You could argue A&M. You could argue North Carolina, but those aren't the contenders that Florida State has been.
No,
yeah, so I think Florida State is where he'll probably go, but I don't think that moves the needle for Florida State. And let me be perfectly clear: I'm not well versed in DJ's game. I know enough about him to be able to infer that based off the play of Jordan Travis this year, which, correct me if I'm wrong, Connor, was pretty good. Yes,
he was.
I don't think DJ is gonna,
he was
surpass that. Okay, then I don't think DJ is gonna be top 5 in Heisman votes next year, even if he goes to Florida State.
No, he's in his best year. This was his best year throwing the ball. He threw for 2,600 yards, average of 8.4, 21 touchdowns, 7 picks. I mean. Yeah, I mean, he's a good quarterback. He's just a good quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Nothing that's off the charts or anything.
Although I will say, Connor, wasn't part of your question, what's the best place for him to go to get NFL ready?
I insinuated it, but it wasn't.
Okay. If we want to talk about that, I honestly think North Carolina might be the best spot.
They made
Mitchell Trubisky look good.
They made. Oh, that's a good call. That's a good point.
He's a senior. Yeah. Yes, he'll be a senior.
So if you want to go 1 year,
doesn't he have one more year too? Because he's got the COVID year. So
these eligibility rules, it confused me because when you're a senior, in my mind, that should be your last year.
I don't disagree with it.
Returning another year.
Yeah, I agree.
So I think he has another year.
Let me put it
this way. You redshirt.
North Carolina or FSU. That's a good call, MJ.
I said North Carolina. Yeah.
Right. That's what I'm saying because you brought it up, Connor. They made Mitchell Trubisky look good. Drake May is about to get picked really high.
Sam Howell.
Oh yeah, Sam Howell. I forgot about. I knew there was another one. So you've got 3 guys who have come out of the draft. Some perform better than others. We'll see what Drake May does. Yes, that was a shot at Mitchell Trubisky.
I know.
Love him with all my heart.
I don't know how he graded out so well in so many scouts' eyes. I just don't.
Because the brother had physical talent, and then he went to Chicago and forgot which hand was his right hand.
Oh man, I don't know, dude. I don't know. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, that's a conversation for a different time frame.
Yeah, but
that's a conversation that happened 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
NFL ready. Go to UNC. You want to try and win a championship? I guess FSU is the best spot right now.
Well, UNC has a quarterback in question. They have Max Johnson, who was at A&M. He was at LSU, and he just did. I guess the SEC wasn't fit for him because he wasn't starting. He kept getting injured. With him being injury prone, I don't know if he will be a starter. He's a starter in question in my mind. I don't think he's the target starter, which is why I'm saying.
Who is it? I'm sorry. Who was it again, Connor? Who was it again you were talking about? Sorry.
Max Johnson.
Oh, okay.
So he transferred to North Carolina. He was going to sit behind Drake May if Drake May for win another year in college, which he didn't. He declared for the draft. So they have an injury-prone starter right now.
Right.
You got to have a backup plan. You got to have a backup plan somewhere.
Well, on their
DJ.
Dude, they have
DJ not really a backup plan though, right?
No, DJ would 100% be the starter.
Be their starter right away.
Okay.
He would be the back. Max Johnson would. Because why would you start somebody that's been injured every single season of their?
I don't know. I would
make a case for Michael Penix. Honestly, you can make a case for Michael Penix.
Yeah. So I'm going to go with this, and again, I'm not going to claim to be the most well-versed person with college football because that's not the case whatsoever. But with regards to the young man's future, if he wants to be NFL ready, I would totally, like you guys said, go to North Carolina because for whatever reason they're able to legitimize for the draft, I guess you could say, NFL or quarterbacks. Whereas if you want to win a championship or be a part of that championship contender talk, go to FSU, especially with the expansion of the playoff system next year.
That's a fair point. I'm curious. So Chip Lindsey is the QB coach at UNC. I'm curious who else. Oh, he has been at Southern Miss.
Chip Lindsey, yeah.
That's crazy. So he was head coach at Troy. And is now the quarterback coach. I was just curious if they've had a consistent guy there through the last few quarterbacks that have gotten drafted, but it doesn't appear so.
No.
Wow, but he made Southern Miss good, so he's got to know something because Southern Miss is horrible.
Well, Nick Mullins was a product of Chip Lindsey, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, that makes sense. Then he was at Arizona State, Auburn. Okay, so yeah, and he's got a pretty good resume. That seems like he's been a head coach, so him as a quarterback coach, that seems like a good place to go. Again, I'm not super duper well versed in college football, but I think that would be my pick if I'm talking.
Yeah, I agree.
I would say UNC.
Fair.
But yeah, so what else you got for us, brother?
So to end off the greatest sports segment in podcast history,
the
Davis Division, let's talk. Woo. Well, hello. Let's not talk. Let me hype it up a little bit better.
Okay.
Let me talk to you.
Okay. Yeah.
Let me get it ready.
Yeah.
Let me get it ready because this is something big that we're gonna have to talk about these next couple of weeks. So you had last Dolphins game this past Monday. Tyreek Hill was injured.
Okay. Yeah, poor guy.
I'm going to lead up to something, a big question. He played 47% of snaps that game. He averages 66% on the season. Okay, he tried to play through the ankle injury, couldn't really do it. Okay, you got Tyreek Hill with his records about to be record-setting season for a wide receiver. If he gets over 3,000 yards,
if he stays healthy,
you got to stay. Yeah, if he stays healthy. CMC's balling out, and then you have a man who is not he's not foreign to me whatsoever. He's not a stranger. You have a man who is fourth in passing yards this season. He is third in completion percentage, and he is first in touchdowns. In his last 8 games, he has a 25-2 touchdown to interception ratio. Who am I talking about?
Brock Purdy.
None other than the man, the myth, the legend, who is a Mississippi State alumni, Dak Prescott.
Oh, Dak has been balling out though.
Now, people are Dak haters, and me and Nate have discussed this. Of Dak is the best shot.
That's me.
Dak is the best.
Here we go.
Has to make the Super Bowl.
Here we go.
Well, my question I agree with that.
And I'm not meat riding Dak or anything. No, this isn't what this is. This isn't what this is.
You said it, not me. Go ahead. Yeah, I see that smile on your face. You know exactly you know exactly what's going on here.
But look. My question to you guys: who realistically is it in favor, or who you think's going to win the MVP this season?
If they continue on their track, the Niners are going to, or freaking Brock Purdy is going to win MVP. But
agree.
I don't think that he should.
Who do you think should, MJ? I agree with you on the Purdy comments. I think Purdy's gonna end up winning it.
So let me talk through some of the favorites real quick. It's really Purdy, Dak, Jalen Hurts, and then kind of CMC and Tyreek, right? That's kind of the consensus top 5. I don't think Purdy should get it because if you have another top 5 MVP player on your team, well, how valuable are you really? Jalen Hurts has actually kind of played like crap. Granted, the reason being, Bruce, do you want to know who's the 5th worst offensive line in the league the last 6 weeks?
The Eagles.
The Eagles.
The Eagles.
So it's crazy. When Jalen Hurts has bad offensive line play, all of a sudden he sucks. I understand that that's part of the game, and it's hard to play behind a bad offensive line. But, other quarterbacks have done it for years. Jalen Hurts is, crying in his little undies. And then you've got CMC, same argument as Brock Purdy. I think – personally, I would vote for CMC before Brock Purdy because I think CMC provides way more value to that offense than Brock Purdy does.
That's interesting because, so the only reason why I'm saying it's interesting is because when Deebo Samuel was injured, they were keying a lot more on CMC, and he wasn't as productive. I don't disagree with you.
For sure.
I do not disagree with you,
and that's why that offense is such a machine as a unit that trying to establish inherent value on one of those players is very difficult, especially given the incredible system and all of that. If I had a vote, if the rest of the season is 4 weeks left, if these last 4 weeks play out the way I think these last 4 weeks would play out, and I had a vote, I would vote for Tyreek Hill.
Same.
100%. Because I think the Miami Dolphins, the way I think about most valuable player is what team would be significantly worse without that player on the field.
We saw it.
Yeah, if you look at Tyreek Hill and his inherent value to that offense, you want to talk about keying in on CMC. Defenses literally will spend their entire week game planning about Tyreek Hill so much that they don't even know the other people on the team.
So the great McDaniel offense came to a crashing halt against the Titans last week when Hill was injured.
Run.
What's up?
0-14 run in the last 3 minutes of the ball.
Yeah. So as soon as he came back. So to Hill's credit, he did come back in, and he's essentially a decoy. That's all he was.
Yeah.
But. No, I 100% agree. I have Purdy winning it. So currently right now, it's actually it's a tight race. So I pulled up the FanDuel numbers right now. It goes Dak Prescott, Brock Purdy, Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts, Josh Allen, and Tyreek Hill. Those are the top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the top 6. Believe it or not, 7th, Patrick Mahomes, despite his being really upset. But
cry, baby.
I just, in my opinion, I really think that I really do think that Brock Purdy deserves it more than, Hill deserves it more than Purdy. I love what Prescott's doing though. So to go back to your original comment though, Connor, Prescott's looking like a stud, and despite my disdain for the Dallas Cowboys, they do look really good. And MJ, you as a McCarthy guy,
yeah, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. I'm sure that you really appreciate his amazing coaching this year with the Dallas Cowboys.
And I do think that legitimately has something to do with it. So, like, if you really dive into it, and even if you want to do just Purdy versus Prescott, the difference between the difference between those two is minuscule, and Prescott will get votes because his supporting cast is seemingly inferior to the 49ers. But there are a couple things you need to look at. One of the things is
CeeDee Lamb's going off though.
Brock Purdy has 48 more passing yards on almost 100 fewer passing attempts. So the same way I occasionally will make comments about Luka Doncic's usage.
Stud.
It's a lot easier to get 3,500 passing yards to this point in the season when you have almost 100 more attempts. And so it's a lot easier to get 3 more passing touchdowns when you have 100 more attempts. Now, the completion percentages are about 1% off. So that's pretty even. Their QBR is almost identical. Purdy is ahead of Prescott by 0.1. Purdy's actual quarterback rating is about 9 points higher. They average almost the same amount of yards per game. They're taking about the same amount of stats. Like, they're really equal. My thing would be, if you look at it, and I don't have the numbers in front of me, but I know for a fact that Brock Purdy is more efficient than Dak Prescott, and that goes to the attempts. And so my thing is, if you want to look at literal value.
Could that be the supporting cast around him, though?
That's what I'm saying.
It's more possible.
He's more efficient. He's more efficient because of the sporting cast that he has around him.
And that is a comment.
Debo, Brandon Ayuk, like his O line's better than that.
No, okay, Tony Pollard is one of the best running backs in the NFL. CeeDee Lamb is arguably the best receiver in the NFL this year.
He's good. He's good.
So, it's not to say that Dak Prescott is sitting there with bums and Joe Schmoes.
No. He
has an incredible receiving cast around him. Michael Gallup, Brandon Cooks, CeeDee Lamb, Tony Pollard, Jake Ferguson. They have an incredible offense. And, when you look at it, who is more, in the playoffs, possessions in the NBA get longer and you get fewer possessions per game. The same thing happens in the NFL. I'm not thumbs up right now.
How come I can't get that to ever work? Oh, hi, puppy.
There we go. When you get to playoff football, you don't see 38-35 shootouts. And that's the type of games the Dallas Cowboys are having. So if I look at the most valuable player, and I know playoffs don't have a actual influence in it, but for me, I'm looking at the actual most valuable player, and I think in my brain, how is this going to translate to the playoffs? And Dak's game consistently does not translate to the playoffs.
This is interesting. So
game will.
So I was out of curiosity. I did like team offensive totals real quick, and yards per game right now from ESPN stats. Second place right now are the 49ers, and in fourth place are the Dallas Cowboys.
Okay,
but it's only by about 20 yards. But here's the they're virtually identical, 300 yards. That's significant, actually. So the one thing that separates them is the rushing. So rushing, the 49ers have average 139 a game, 140 a game, and the Cowboys average 119 a game. But here's the other thing, too.
20 yards a game, yeah.
That's why Dak has more attempts.
Here's the other thing that I was thinking about, too, though. What like what quality win do the Cowboys have? They have the Eagles and they have the
hardest schedule in football remaining, actually, the Cowboys.
So so I want to know,
and they go crash.
We're going to know a lot more about that team after that, because again, they just recently, and granted, I love Parsons, dude. Mike Parsons, I think that dude is an absolute stud. He really is. And it really sucks that Diggs is out and he's hurt, but I think that their defense is playing lights out too. Not lights out, but they're playing really well. Offensively, I do like CeeDee Lamb, like you said. Pollard, I've been fine with, but the guy that drives the bus, so to speak, is Dak Prescott. If he fails, that whole team's going to fail, because they have nobody else that's going to be able to make up for. We saw a similar situation last year in the NFL playoffs when Brock Purdy got hurt and he couldn't do anything. I don't know. If these two teams, I hope it's I'm kind of hoping it's an old school 90s matchup with the 49ers and Cowboys in the playoffs, because I think that's going to be fun. I think that's going to be kind of just a throwback type feel, like bring it back to the days of Deion Primetime Sanders guarding Jerry Rice, Merton Hanks with his head bob, like just bring it back to the old school type football back in the 90s. I love it. I don't know. Again, that 49ers, dude, like they're totally – I don't even know where I'm going with this, but I'm just going to keep rambling until I find something. I really like the 49ers, but Dak Prescott is a stud.
Also, to my point about efficiency, last thing I'll say, Brock Purdy, you guys know what EPA per play is, right?
Correct. Yes.
Brock Purdy's EPA per play is 0.36. Dak Prescott's is 0.25. That's significant. Now, Dak is number 2 in the NFL, but that also takes away that just looks at the quarterback position. That doesn't look at, CMC runs it for 100 yards.
You know who skyrocketed up?
Tosses it to him.
You know who skyrocketed up that EPA stats this week? Yep.
Jordan Love.
I'm not gonna say. I will say, I'm not gonna say Brock Purdy's a system quarterback, because I don't think he's a system quarterback with those numbers. But I think that when you have such a consistent team around you, of course you're going to be efficient. Of course those numbers are going to pop up. Of course there's efficiency where consistency lies. That's going to happen. The Cowboys are one of the historically the least consistent teams.
So you're punishing Brock Purdy for being consistent?
No, I'm not. I'm not punishing anybody. I'm just saying that how valuable are you really when there's so many valuable people on that 49ers roster? Like CMC. CMC might win Offensive Player of the Year.
Okay, I can see that. Purdy, and I can see but you know what? I can see Purdy getting the MVP and CMC getting Offensive Player of the Year.
Tyreek might get Offensive Player of the Year if that's the case. Yeah, I think Tyreek is above CMC.
I don't disagree. I really don't. I really like I said, I love what he's been doing, and I think Hill should be the MVP. But to go back, I want a staple win for the Dolphins too. Like I haven't. And away from Miami, like who's the best team that they've beaten?
Miami?
Yeah,
exactly.
I mean, and they lost to the Chiefs, didn't they?
Right, that's not a win.
Well, I'm saying I don't know if they won or not.
They lost to the Chiefs. They ain't beating anybody. They beat Chargers, Patriots, and Broncos.
The Chargers,
they've lost
when Herbert was still
70-20. Hey.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
beat
true.
The Broncos.
Hey, the Broncos are 6-1 in the last 7 games.
Nate and I talked about that. Hold up. If you want to learn more about that, go watch the breakdown from Tuesday. We talked about the Broncos and AFC
Broncos
West
are nasty right now.
I gave a little historical context about Sean Payton. Come on, people. Go do your research. Go listen to the breakdown. Come on,
people.
I could not care less about Sean Payton.
Hey, it was a good
fiber
pull
in my being.
MJ.
With every fiber in my being.
It was a good pull.
Every fiber.
But you know what? You know what fiber I like? The fiber that provides good homeowners insurance.
Amen.
Erie Insurance says here's to the grown-ups who move, mortgage, mow, and still bust a move. But does your home insurance still fit? Erie helps you protect the home you've grown into, all at fair prices that are often less than the other guys. So how do you find the right coverage? Magic. Nope. Local independent agents who get to know you like this.
Your local Erie agent is Building Block Insurance Group. Get a quote today at 704-464-4544.
Erie Insurance.
And when you call Jeff Wertepney at 704-464-4544, let him know that Third Down Thursdays sent you, and or TDT Media, that's fine. Or you can let him know that the troll MJ sent.
That's me, apparently. Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Just put me in the movie Trolls.
Great insurance, great dude, even better service. But yeah, MJ. So one of the things I wanted to actually talk about, and I think I did send it to you. I sent you a picture of Kobe White's stat line.
Yes.
Yeah, and
I remember this.
Let me pull this back up. I know because it was actually a pretty decent. So if you guys remember, a couple years ago, I made the ridiculous statement saying that he's very outrageous. It was bad of him having the same trajectory as Trae Young. Okay.
You said that they were statistically comparable.
Yeah, at the time. Okay, let's pump the brakes. Okay, so I was a little off on it. All right, admittedly so. However, maybe I was just a little early because his last 6 games, not counting tonight's game against the Heat, his last 6 games, he is averaging 26.1 a game, 6 assists, 6 rebounds, shooting 54%, 53% from the 3-point line, and 90% from the free throw line. He's had, let's see, he leads 23-year-old is top 5 in threes this season, also leads the NBA in threes over the last 15 games. So, MJ, are the Bulls better and their respective players better without Zach LaVine?
Let's just say I got a couple fun numbers about Kobe White. Kobe White tonight extended the franchise record with 13 straight games with 3+ threes made.
Wow.
Kobe White is also the 3rd player since the NBA-ABA merger to record his 1,000th career rebound and 1,000th career assist in the same game.
Ooh, look at you!
First since Karis LeVert was, I suppose,
good old Karis,
the 2nd player.
Good old Karis.
And Kobe White is currently putting on a show in Miami against Pat Riley and the Heat. On pace to hit his over for 30.5 points, rebounds, and assists. And yeah, his last 5 games, 27-4-8, 33-6-4, 24-4-6, 19-9-5, 31-9-6. What's impressive to me, Bruce, is the rebounds.
Yeah, the fact that
I know he has that kind of athleticism, but he hadn't played like it.
It's like it's like the lanes have opened up for him. It's like the game's slowed down.
This is only his 3rd year.
3rd year, correct.
So I mean, yes,
4th year, maybe?
and I will even say maybe 4th. It might be his 4th.
I think it's
but even then, I will say you were early in crowning him. I was early in saying no. But at that time, no, he was nowhere close to Trae Young level, but he's playing very well this year. I wouldn't be surprised. This is the furthest I'll go. I wouldn't be surprised if he makes an All-Star.
This is his 5th year. Wow.
5th year. He got drafted in 19.
Yeah, he got drafted in 19. He got drafted when he was 19 years old. This is his 5th year. Wow.
Oh, wow. So he's only 24.
Correct.
So yeah,
23. He's 23.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, he's got time. He's got plenty of time to develop.
He's averaging the most points. He's averaging the most points he's ever averaged this year. He's averaging. Yeah, wow.
So I mean, there are very few bright spots in Chicago. Again, other than DeMar, there's not really anybody to take shots right now.
He needs to go. I'm sorry, they need
DeMar?
to trade him. Yeah, not because of me not liking his game or not liking him as a player, but they need to trade him just to give him a championship. Let him go to a team that's like a legitimate championship contender. The Bulls aren't a championship contender.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean,
I would. This is his last year. Okay, so here's the thing, though, too. This is his last year of his contract.
Okay, that makes more sense. Try and get some value out of him.
You're not going to re-sign him. They're going to end up they're going to end up restarting this whole team. They're going to end up trading LaVine. And this is me saying this. Sources tell me, MJ, that no, I'm just kidding. No, I think they're going to. I do think fair enough. I do think that he's going to Zach LaVine's going to be traded in the next week to 2 weeks. I do. It's at least before the trade deadline. He's supposed to come back from his foot injury.
Oh, I actually do have source information on where he might go, but heaven forbid I put that out.
Hey, anything Chicago, you might get a lot of people on you on that one. But like I said, though,
okay, I actually know things. That's tough.
I know things
because I was looking to. I'll have you do it.
Oh, that's fine. They can make fun of my 200 followers on X.
Right.
Thank you, Elon. Thank you, Elon.
Talk about that one, Shane. But no, I think part of it is this is the first time since 2020 in that stupid COVID season where he started every game so far. So he's getting consistent play with the same people every week. And that really does make a difference, especially for a young guy like that. He's also shooting 43% from three, which would be a minimum 5% increase on his best season from downtown. So that's really going to help the scoring numbers. And he's getting more minutes than he ever has. So he's one of the guys now, and he's produced enough to earn the trust of the coaching staff. And I think it's showing.
So one of the things too that watching a few of these games now without LaVine being in the lineup that I've noticed is Billy Donovan does a really good job of fluidity with the ball movement. And just the offense just running seamlessly, whereas some guys are ball holders. A terrible way to phrase it. But LaVine's a ball holder. He'll grab he'll catch the ball on the wing and just sit there and be like, all right, I'm gonna find my shot, which is fine because honestly, he's athletic, he's a stud. I'm cool with it. But when you're running an offense that the Chicago Bulls run, the Billy Donovan system, there's fluidity behind it and movement without the basketball coming off of screens. And I think that is an area that Kobe White thrives in. So I think that contributes majorly to the success of this the Bulls basketball team right now. Again, I do think that LaVine's going to be traded, and I do think, and I want, that's probably the better way to put it, I want DeRozan to be traded to a contending team to get that man a championship ring, get him a championship opportunity. I think that'd be great for him. I think that'd be I don't know. I think it would provide credence to the Chicago Bulls front office to say hey, we had a veteran here and we care about his legacy. There's that word again, MJ. But we care about his legacy and we want to put him in the best chance for him to be successful. So I don't know. I just want to go ahead.
All right. This is again not source. This is a theoretical question. Would it even be possible that they would trade LaVine, DeMar, and Vooch?
Vooch would be tough because they just signed a contract extension with him last offseason.
Yeah, but that they might get the most for him. Well, no, LaVine's got a long contract.
LaVine. So good question. No, I don't think they're going to trade. I don't think that they would trade him at all. I don't think that they would get rid of Vooch. I think that it's a higher likelihood of LaVine and DeRozan being traded over Vooch just because Vooch is 34, 35, something like that. And like I said, he just signed a contract extension.
I don't know. I think they might tear it down.
I mean, they should. Don't get me wrong, they should, but
tear it down. Start over.
Tear it down.
Around Kobe
Get
White.
rid of it.
Let
wait,
Patrick Williams.
Wow, did I just hear that? Build around Kobe White. That sounds.
He's currently the best player on the team.
That's fair. Oh, I just got the notification that my daughter's prescription's ready. Sorry.
Solid.
Sorry.
Love that for the program.
Right. That's quality content right there, guys.
Oh,
but
absolutely.
Random things that have happened during the course of during the NFL week. How about the Chicago Bears making a statement win against the Detroit Lions, MJ? How do you feel about that? Oh, I see that. Bro, man, like I'm gonna say, hey, Justin Fields.
Statement is a strong word.
Justin Fields. If you look at the layout, look at everything he's been doing. You look at the what was that? Estimated points per play or whatever it's called. I can't remember the whatever it is, but he's getting up there. And their defense is now ranked like 6th in the NFL since the Sweat acquisition.
The defense is an actual thing. I'm sorry, Justin Fields, until I see you make the playoffs and see you do it, I'm not going to believe it until I see it. It's one of those things. Same with the Cowboys and Dak. Like, it's just, I'm going to have to see you make the run. I'm going to have to see you be 5-8 with 4 weeks to go and win all 4 of those games, because that's what it's going to take to make the playoffs.
Yep, exactly.
So,
it could be like, remember at the beginning of the year, I said at the very end of the last game against the Packers,
I would love for 8-8 Packers versus 8-8 Bears.
How for the playoffs.
And after the so much hype for that week 1 game, and then everything we've all gone through for 17 weeks to have it culminate
in a hype. But again, as a Bears fan, I know exactly what would happen. I would get so hyped and so pumped up and be disappointed as always.
Typical Bears fan, disappointing when it matters. Wow. Just every chance I have now, I'm going to take digs at Bears fans. Like, I hope y'all know if any of the numbnuts are watching.
Wow, he's going
if any of the numbnuts are watching,
wow,
I have had such a respectful relationship with Bears fans for my whole life. Born and raised in Chicago, raised a Packers fan. But, you know, I had so many friends.
We were done with this.
In Chicago that were Bears fans. And, like, Bruce being a Bears fan, us doing this show, us being business partners. Like, I've had such an incredible relationship, I thought, with Bears fans for my entire life. And now it just has unleashed the cheese curd loving man in me. And I just want to sit there and I just want to sit there, drink Miller Lite, and hate on Bears fans all day. I don't even drink beer. But just to be a Wisconsinite, just to be a Packers fan, I want to sit there, drink Miller Lite, and make fun of the Bears on Twitter. And you know what? I might.
Oh, man. Now you're doubling down.
I'm doubling down on hating Bears fans. I don't know if that's...
Dude, so we definitely need
Yes, Oscar.
We definitely need to revisit this, though. Like, if the Bears can win, if the Bears can pull off a victory this weekend against the Fighting Flaccos, man... I'm going to tell you something right now.
No way, this man just said the Fighting Flaccos.
Fighting Flaccos. It'd be entertaining, man. I'm like it's already, just so you know, MJ, I know y'all aren't in the Chicagoland area, and I haven't boarded the hype train yet for the Chicago Bears. I had watching the game this past weekend. I was folding laundry, like watching like the kiddo. My wife's like, she's like, are you watching the game? I'm like, of course I am. She's like, I haven't heard you once yell or be like upset or anything this whole time. I'm like, yeah, you know, like it's still my team, it's still my favorite team, but I'm not, you know, I just don't have that same like I have apathy. Apathy is like started to kick in. But hold on. Let me like, so I listening now to Chicago sports radio and, you know, whatever. I don't listen to the second tier one. I listen to the first tier one.
Right. You know, ESPN, the one that matters.
Yeah, the one that matters. The official home of the Chicago Bears.
Shame.
But there's a lot of it's getting traction though. There's some like, okay, if they win this game, okay, they're in the hunt. Okay, when they beat the Lions.
Bro, that in the hunt graphic is gonna be massive.
I know, dude. Like, think about this: the vast majority of the teams in the NFL right now fall between 8-5 and 5-8, because that's all you have. Yeah. You have like 1, 2, 3 teams, baby.
Mediocrity.
Right. You have 3 teams that are elite. You have 3 crap teams, and then the rest are smack dab in the middle.
You have 6 teams above that, and you have 4 teams below it. So 20 teams in the NFL are between 8-5 and 5-8. So Bruce, literally, so the Packers right now are technically in the playoffs. If the season ended today, which puts them, which puts them at like, what is that, the 17th pick or something in the draft or whatever that is. And then the Bears, who are 5-8, are, what is that, the 3, 6, 8th pick in the draft. And even if you go down, the Titans are 5-8 with the 5th pick. So one game is the difference between pick 17 and pick 5 right now.
Right. Which is insane.
Not even top 10, top 5. And so, like, the Bears really have to make a decision here. I know they're going to go for the playoffs because they have the Carolina pick. And so that's like, you know, we can go for it and still have the number 1 pick because that's pretty much solidified for the Bears through the Panthers.
Shout out to
it would be interesting if the Bears didn't have that pick, what their decisions would be. Like, would they actually be going for a random playoff berth where they're going to get the crap kicked out of them by either Dallas, Philly, or San Francisco? Or would they be tanking?
I don't think that they're playing some pretty damn good football right now, dude.
I think that's a slight exaggeration. However,
that Lions game.
Okay. I will give you the Lions game looked good. However, the Lions are crashing. So
yeah, true.
And I'm just being as realistic as possible. You caught the Lions at a good time. You lost to the Lions 2 weeks ago.
Should have won that game too.
Right, but you like epically crashed against the Lions 2 weeks ago. So let's not forget about that. In Minnesota on Monday Night Football, the Bears played what looked like a tank bowl because it didn't look like either team wanted to win that football game. And then you beat the Panthers. So like 3 of your last 4, you have won.
I can't stand that damn horn.
You barely beat the Panthers. You barely beat the Vikings, who just benched their starting quarterback.
Yeah, they did.
Without Kirk Cousins, without Justin Jefferson. Crashed against the Lions and then beat the Lions, who are now crashing. So
this is a big win. This is a big game, man. The Browns game. This is a big game for them.
They have a couple winnable games after that. So if they can win, I think they can beat the Cardinals. They can beat the Falcons. And then that would set up a really important game in Green Bay.
So much fun.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was lost to the Browns, win-win, and then, well, I guess that makes that Packers game matter less.
Yeah,
they kind of have to win all 3.
They have to win. They have to win out.
I mean, they have to win out. Yeah, and the Packers kind of do. They don't, but if they lose their positioning, then it makes it a lot harder to get back into that 7th seed. But yeah, I'm just excited that, you know, you and I have some football to actually pay attention to and root for.
You're telling me, bro.
There for a while in the middle of that season, it didn't look like you and I were going to have much to care about come December.
True that, man. True that. But I don't know, dude. So Jordan Love is going to be getting that contract, I think, bro.
No comment.
Jordan Love will be getting that contract.
No comment.
But you know he's going to need if he does get that nice little contract, MJ? He's going to need to get around. And if he gets to get around and drive something, he's better have good car insurance.
Facts.
Yes, sir. Oh, Connor. Connor, that's when you play the car insurance. Connor.
C-Dog. C-Dave.
Connor. You want me to run
C-Dave,
it?
2004.
Let me talk to you.
Big C.
I mean, he's here.
Here's to the grown-ups. Your car is now your office, stage, nursery. Shh, sorry. Erie Insurance offers products that lots of other companies don't. That's a big deal, and it's a good deal, too. And with Erie, you get your own independent agent, not a giant corporate call center or some online robot. You meet with a real person, like this.
Your local Erie agent is Building Block Insurance Group. Get a quote today at 704-464-4544.
Erie Insurance.
Whoa. And when you call Jeff Wertepny at 704-464-4544 or email him at Jeff at mybebig.com. Let him know that TDT Media sent you. And also let him know that Nate Ness is better than him at COD. Let's get it, baby.
Absolutely.
Let's bring him in. The best corner in Lion history. I would say that Lion history, and the stud of all studs, our guy, one of the best co-hosts, the best co-host of the breakdown, Nate Ness. Bring him in, baby. What up, Nate?
What a dashing young man.
Right? Oh, I'm digging the Yankees
my
hat.
Gosh.
Digging the Yankees hat tonight.
These are spirit fingers.
Let the spirit, Nate. I need those, brother.
Yo, Nate,
I don't know if you know
what
went on with me yesterday, but I need those spirit fingers.
Oh, what did you do? What did you do?
Okay, so real quick.
What did you say?
I didn't. Well, I did say something. So, I got very good information yesterday morning that Jalen Johnson, either Friday or Saturday, was going to be signing a 5-year, $93 million extension.
The defensive back.
Yeah, I put it out there. And some folks at a particular radio station in Chicago and some folks on Twitter were not very happy with me.
Got lit up.
Why weren't you happy with you?
Because supposedly
was it false?
Supposedly, however, if you check your calendar, it's not Friday. So
we're still waiting.
It's kind of hard to tell if I'm right until Friday. And as correct. Yeah. Specifically, my source said Friday or Saturday. I said Friday in the report. So, and my entire point to Twitter before I logged off for the night, because I was getting literally like verbally assaulted, as Twitter does. My point was, if I'm wrong, I will admit it. I've been wrong before. I've been right before. I'll be wrong again. I'll be right again. Nate, you'll love this. People kept bringing like, hey, your legacy is on the line. And my last tweet of the night was, for all of those who are so concerned about my legacy has nothing to do with Twitter. My legacy has nothing to do with sports reporting. My legacy has to do with my family, my friends, my faith, the people around me that I actually care about, not the trolls on Twitter. I couldn't care less. It's just an entertainment for me.
I got mad at people questioning his faith and like going.
You know what? What you got to also come to the realization is that, really, number one, you shouldn't even acknowledge what they were saying, because if you know who you really are, it wouldn't even matter, what other people are saying. You know who yourself, who you are as a person and whatnot, what your moral standards are and your code and your conduct and everything and whatnot. And the people that are closest around you, they know you better than these individuals. And most of the time, they'll say stuff to you for one particular reason, to get a reaction out of you. Sometimes every action does not deserve a reaction.
Yeah. True. And people kept trying to, I know what they were doing. They were trying to bait me.
Yeah.
And I just kept saying the same thing. I was reporting on information I believe to be good. If it is not good, then that's a source I won't use again. And I will say it wasn't good, and I will move on with my life. And you can choose to move on, or you can choose to harp on it. And that don't affect me. Like, I'm going to, talk about the report, and we're going to go through this because it's something I put out there. But like, I went to work today and I had a fantastic day, and I enjoyed my people at work, and I influenced the lives of some people while I was there. And I came home to a beautiful wife, and I get to talk to some awesome people on this show.
Yeah.
None of that is changed by the app.
There you go. Hey, look, there you go right there. That's
what we got.
That's what it's all about. I mean, there's some people, what you got to understand is that social media in a certain way and aspect is their life. It's everything that it's really all they have, and all they have to look for and so forth. So it's just like you gotta feel sorry for individuals with those, like, that retort to, like, what, hey, saying, like, verbal, like, things, unnecessary things when they don't know you from a can of paint. Misery loves company.
Yep. Oh, there was a lot of company last night.
No, there was a full ass room.
Again,
Bruce, it was an arena.
Man.
It was AT&T Stadium.
Man.
Like,
yeah, dude.
Look,
but
you said it, but you said it in a nutshell right then and there. You come home to a wife.
Yeah.
You get to come home and laugh and joke, and we get to talk football, life, and just enjoy and keep smiles on our faces while the naysayers are in the background. Like, they're not doing any of the things that
right.
Bro, you want
that's a great point.
This is the best part. So I put out the report yesterday after I played golf with my dad. We shot our best score ever as a scramble together. I put out the report because I got the information while I was out golfing with him. After that, went home, talked to my mom for an hour. She just got out of the ER a few days ago because her back got thrown out. So she's pretty much just like, bedridden on the couch. She's fine. She just got to pretty much rest for a week. Muscle relaxers, the whole deal. So I went, talked with her yesterday. Me and my dad were talking to her. By the way, she's got a fantastic setup. She's got this giant bean bag in her office with a fireplace. Ooh. And so she just goes in there, sets up like her iPad, watches, Netflix, Hallmark movies, whatever. She's got the fireplace. People can come in and out, talk to her. And then if she wants to, she just shuts the office doors. She's got the dream set up in there. But talk to the family. Then the report is out. It's starting to get going. I go pick up my niece from school. We go get Chick-fil-A. I get her waffle fries and ice cream, make her day. I go home. Like, all of this has nothing to do with that report. What pays my bills has nothing to do with that report. People got mad because they said, I do this for fun. I'm sorry to tell you that you take an NFL player who you've never met more seriously than anything in your life.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I got. I'm done.
Bars.
But Nate, I knew you would appreciate that. I knew.
Oh yeah.
Want to hear about that. Yeah. How you doing, brother? How's life?
Yeah.
That's great. It's a great question, man. That's a great question. All right, I'm about to make you guys laugh. I had to take my 7-year-old. He's actually up still. He's right there. Like, you guys can probably hear him.
I love it.
He's like literally right there. I took him to the dentist today.
Okay.
And, my son is he's autistic.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tell you something about kids. Kids are really, really strong.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Kids and people with disabilities, they're extremely strong. He bodied 2 nurses today.
No.
While trying to put medicine in his, like, give him medicine so his teeth can get clean. So because he was getting the cleaning.
Yeah.
So one of the third nurse came in and she was putting her latex gloves on, and she said to me, Mr. Nate, we're gonna need your help. I'm looking at her like, nah, y'all got this, because the way he's bodying him.
Was he swinging? Wait, was he like swinging?
He was mushing. He was just overpowering. I'm just sitting there like, if he doing that to them, y'all think he gonna do that to me? Right. And I'm just sitting there and I'm like, so I had to go help, and I struggled really, really bad. But let me show you guys something. He has 2 front teeth that were loose because all of his baby teeth are falling out.
Oh, yeah.
This little face monstered me today. That little face right there. Remember, you ain't got no teeth.
Aww.
So it was an emotional day for me because it was just like, I realized, you know what? You got your wins and your losses. I took a couple of losses today.
But he's got your DNA. He's got your strength.
And he went Super Saiyan, Super Hulk on me. He went Hulk smash. And then they wouldn't let me get this part. Well, no, I didn't try to. They had to strap him down.
Oh no, that makes it even like worse. Like, oh,
but this still didn't help. And it's like, Dad, you want to come help us? No.
Nah, I'm good.
No, because he hauled off and hit me. Trying to hit me.
He's like, nope, Dad, I'm good, man.
Like, I'm like,
nah,
oh
bro.
no. Oh no.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh.
But other than that, it was a great day, just laughing and joking and about to go ahead and enjoy this night with you guys, and then gotta have a talk with my 17-year-old son. It's kind of weird to say I have a 17-year-old son, but yeah.
Nice. I wish I had a 17-year-old son.
No, you don't. Oh, you don't. I'm gonna tell you right now, like, no, you don't, because
I do.
You get a chance to see how you were as a teenager and like really see it again.
Oh yeah, Bruce don't want to see that.
Like you don't want to see that. Like no, you really don't want to see. Like you're laughing and joking until it's like those moments where they do some you type mess, and it's like you just sitting there saying in your head like, was I really like this?
Yeah, fair enough. No, that's true, and a lot of people actually said that already. So my wife already tells me that our daughter, and she, God bless her, this little girl, by the way, she turns 8 months tomorrow, and like, Nate, like you can kind of attest to this, man. Like, it has been some of the most fun, most challenging, but like in like some of the best ways ever. For the and it's going by so fast, and like when parenthood, like you don't realize how fast everything goes and milestones hit over and over and over. And my wife does a really good job of like kind of like staying in the moment and realizing these. And I today had one of those kind of moments when I thought about my mom who passed away. I was just thinking about that. I'm like, damn, like she's starting to kind of crawl now, and like, you know, whatever is going on. She turns 8 months tomorrow, and I'm like, it is some of the most amazing things. And while like there's things that I see in her, like I see like some of my stubbornness in her, and I see some of my goofiness in her. It's just like I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, man, like I get what you're saying. No, especially when if the good Lord blesses us with a boy, I can't wait. I can't wait. At the same time, though, what you're saying, I can't wait.
Listen, you know, we hear all of these old sayings from like parents, grandparents, you know, the older generation and whatnot. You blink, and before you know, 5 years pass.
Yeah, dude.
You blink, and you just had her, and guess what? 8 months has passed. I am 37 years old, and I have a 17-year-old senior in high school.
Woo.
Yeah, you know, so there is no playbook for parenting.
Nope, none.
But you have to enjoy every moment. And you know what? It's not about buying your kids the most expensive shit in the world or anything like that. It's not about that. It's actually the most important things in life. They have no price tag. It's being there, you know, experiencing life. Time. A time is a resource in which that we can't get back. We can always get money back. You can replace materialistic things that depreciate over time. But that time, the word time, we can never get back. Right now, it's 9:27 my time, 8:27 your time. We'll never get this day and this moment back in its entirety. So we gotta appreciate the moments and build off the moments and whatnot. You know, he bodied those two young ladies today, and I really felt bad. I felt bad.
I love it, dude. So kind of shifting gears, Nate. Kind of shifting gears. So was there any games this past weekend that kind of caught your eye that you were like, damn, like that was an awesome game? I mean, I know you watched your former team go down to my Chicago Bears, but you know.
I will say this, because we actually did we did on our Zoom, on our 33rd team Zoom, that Kansas City Chiefs Buffalo game.
Wow. Oh yeah. What's your reaction to Patrick Mahomes, by the way? I want to know that too.
You know what, the game, and this is for all competitors. Nobody likes to lose, but that's the beautiful thing about competitive sports. Somebody's got to be a winner, somebody's got to be a loser. Somebody's going to win and lose. That's the beautiful thing about it. You can't win them all. Okay, that's perfect.
Yeah.
He showed the emotion that this game and compete brings on you and whatnot. But the reality of it is, if I watched that game, there were three or four different instances where Kadarius lined up off sides. I don't know, and this was a question that I asked Dean Blandino, was that as a ref,
why didn't you tell me?
I'm going down that path right now. And he brought up a good point. A ref can initiate and say, hey, go to the coach, hey, he's lining up too close and whatnot. Right. But as a receiver, you got to go ahead and you got to check in with the ref to see if you're on the line of scrimmage and whatnot. So it's a situation where you can pay X amount of dollars, and this is a part of the job and whatnot. I hate that it happened, but one thing I just realized is that call right there, offensive offsides or lining up in the neutral zone for offensive player, And the tackle lining up, not breaking the belt line of the center, has been called quite often this year. So that call with Kadarius Toney, the lineup in the neutral zone for the offensive players, it's been called 11 or 12 times this year.
12. They said it's a point of emphasis.
Yeah, it's a point. And the with the tackle not crossing the belt line or the belt line of the center, because if you go back and look at that play, their left tackle, he's back. He's lined up back. Either way, how it's gone, there was a foul that they could have called either one of them.
They were aligned so poorly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I mean, these games were good and competitive. I mean, but it's the reality of it. I mean, I really like, to be honest with you, Dallas came out there and played with some. Dallas played a damn fine game. They executed in all three phases of the game, and essentially they beat Philly. San Fran gave the blueprint of how you beat Philly. You beat Philly at beating them at their own game, being physical with them at the line of scrimmage.
Beat bullies.
You got to be the bully. You got to beat the bully. You know what I'm saying? So they gave you the blueprint, and it was great to see Dallas go out there and you know what, do the same thing that San Fran did. And it's gonna be hard for me to say this because I dislike the Cowboys, but Dak Prescott is playing some of the best football in his young career, and it is amazing. And he's the MVP front runner, and is well deserved. And
let me talk to you.
Yes, talk to him. Yes, go ahead and talk to him.
Yeah.
He's playing some of the best football in his young career. He's making, better decisions and so forth and whatnot. The offense is playing very well. The defense is playing very well. But the only gripe I will have with Dallas is, again, you have great regular seasons like the Green Bay Packers. We need to see that translate into playoff wins.
Agree.
That's it. That's the only gripe, is that as a fan of the game, a true fan of the game, a true student of the game, you love to see the regular season numbers. Mm-hmm. But when the postseason comes, that's when it get real. MJ, I know you love Tom Brady. But the reality of it is, Tom's legend in the postseason is just that's what what legends are made during the postseason.
Yeah.
Again, you can have great regular season stats and whatnot, but when January comes, what are you doing? Are you going to be in a run to play in that game in the first week of February, or are you 1-out? So
that's fair.
Again, that's Dallas's Achilles heel, is that you have these great numbers regular season wise. Dak, CeeDee Lamb, Michael Parsons putting up these great numbers. Trayvon Diggs putting up big numbers and so forth. Defensively, offensively, you're putting in great numbers. But the minute you hit that playoffs, again, the new season begins where those regular season numbers, excuse my language, don't mean shit. What you're doing right now in that moment, they haven't been able to do that. That's the only thing. So let's see what they can do.
So what's kind of crazy about that? Before we head into game of the week, I heard an interesting stat since the merger, the NFL merger with AFL. I guess Mike McCarthy has the best NFC record percentage-wise of any coach, or he's in a top three. So it'd be interesting to see if he's able to
career winning percentage.
Career winning percentage, correct?
Yeah,
it'll be interesting to see if he's able to lead that Cowboys team past their old, tripping over their own feet. Like, you got Romo botching a snap in the playoffs. You have the catch that wasn't a catch, but that was a catch. It should have been a catch.
That's the biggest heartbreaker right there. You remember, they had just beat us the week before. They had just beat Detroit the week before.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we had just lost to them on some crazy mess. But just to see Dez make that catch and it to be wiped out, I know MJ was laughing and stuff like, yeah, he's so happy and whatnot. But they gave up the cheeks the next week, though.
Yeah, they did. They gave up the cheeks.
But I mean, that's playoff football for you, though. Like that's the best time of the year is playoff. The playoff football is the best time.
Gotcha. Yeah, I agree. But so I guess go ahead, MJ.
No, go for it.
Oh, I thought you had a point. No, I was gonna say let's bring on Coach Kenny and let's get to the game of the week, guys. Let's have some fun now, baby. Let's go.
Kenny!
What's up, guys?
Hello, sir. How we doing?
Fantastic. And you guys?
Chilling. I'm surprised you're not wearing a Washington hoodie or something like that.
It's down in the basement. I'll get that in a second. I'll get that.
Why?
Because why not?
If Kenny come up on, listen, if Kenny comes on the show with an Alabama, I'm leaving. If he comes on here with an Alabama shirt on, you do not. No.
It's just there. Were you like considering
you just have that
it?
readily available?
Are you serious?
It's the one I wore last week.
Oh my god!
Oh, I love that. It's just.
Oh my god!
You guys can call it. I probably have it. So
that's good. All right, let's hit it. MJ, what we got for the game of the week?
Beats me. Let's see. I suppose. Well, okay. Y'all can vote in the comments. Connor already put it in the chat.
I see it. I see the
Cowboys, Bills, Ravens, Jags, or Eagles, Seahawks. What do we want to talk about?
Cowboys,
Bills. Yep, there we go.
Cowboys, Bills. All right. Committee says Cowboys, Bills. Let me pull up the weather forecast for Nate.
Bro, every day he's hitting you with that.
Let's see. So
you're getting
we're playing at Highmark Stadium, which is in Orchard Park, New York, Nate.
It's gonna be cold.
It's Buffalo, so it's gonna be freaking cold. It's only gonna be 36 degrees, partly cloudy. Okay. Don't see a chance for precipitation at the moment. Stadium capacity is 71,621 individuals, and 325 game on Fox.
So is the wind gonna be going northeast, west? What are we looking at?
Oh dear God, I don't have those kind of numbers. Give me 1 sec,
dude.
I just go off ESPN. I gotta actually go to the weather channel. Nate, give me a second.
Bills are only favored by 1.5 in this game.
Yeah, it's a close.
Again, I think this is like the Cowboys are playing some awesome football right now, and we were talking about that earlier, MJ, and Dak Prescott's like balling out, as Nate already talked about too. So,
there's the myth, the legend.
I don't want to say it. What's up, buddy? I don't want to say it, but I'm going to say it. This is a must-win for the Bills. How about that? I'll say that, but I think the Cowboys win.
Oh, okay. So I was wrong about the precipitation. So we've got high of 49 degrees, winds from the south-southeast at 15 to 25 miles an hour, and a 75% chance of rain.
There we go. That's what listen, you don't understand how the importance of where the wind is coming from.
Humidity 71%, UV index 1 out of 11.
Oh my gosh.
And the dew point is 7:39 in the morning.
So, does anyone see that the Raiders are winning 35-0 with 3 minutes left in the?
It's a game on right now. Oh.
Wait, what? My gosh!
35-0.
How? Devontae Adams better have like 3 touchdowns for my fantasy team.
Anyways, sorry.
Not
to go off topic. But
the Raiders have 35 points, and Devontae Adams doesn't have a touchdown in this economy.
I got Cowboys. I got Cowboys winning.
Please explain.
Kenny, who do you got?
In the world?
Bills at home. I'll take the Bills.
Trey Tucker.
That's all I got. I mean,
Zamir White.
It's gonna be crappy weather.
Bruh, this is only the second quarter.
It's like...
I'm gonna agree with Kenny.
It's a dangerous thing. I'm usually wrong with the NFL picks.
Dang it! I'm gonna disagree with Kenny. I'm
not your NFL
Cowboys,
guy.
Bills. Yeah, you're a college guy for a reason. Okay, Kenny. If it was Buffalo Cowboys. University versus Dallas University, who would win this football game?
If it was Buffalo versus what? Well, you got a bunch of schools in Dallas, so let's go. TCU. Oh, TCU would win.
Damn.
SMU would win.
University of North Texas.
All right.
Oh, that's Buffalo. I'll take Buffalo then.
There we go.
You got Buffalo?
I'm going with the big B's.
Got it. Nate, who you got?
You know what? I hate to even say this, because I dislike both teams.
Both teams?
Yeah.
You played Miami.
I played in the AFC East for 3 years. So we seen Dallas just beat Philly.
Yep.
I'm rolling with Dallas because again, Josh Allen's playing great football. They are playing at home.
Yeah.
But if Dallas, we can see the same Dallas team we seen last Sunday or Monday. If we can see that. You know what? What this game is going to come down to is that Dallas defense making life hell for Josh Allen, and that's a big guy like you. Like, good luck. You better bring your hard hat and your lunch pail because that's a
big boy.
Little Stacey King action right there. Hard hat lunch pail guy, like it.
Listen, you better bring your grown up pads, and you better man. It's gonna be a long day. It's gonna be a long day.
Love it. So Nate and I got the boys, and MJ and Kenny got the Bills.
Yeah.
All right, Kenny,
That's
what
kind
you
of
got?
weird. That's kind of weird that the team up north and the team that they don't like each other, they're in agreement with each other. That don't judge. I'm not saying that.
Wait, me and Kenny don't like each other?
No. Team up north. As Kenny addresses them.
Michigan.
Michigan and Ohio State. It's kind of, it's great that you guys are getting along right now. It's great that you guys are getting along. I'm just saying, you guys are in agreement on that. There's peace in that. A lot of things can happen.
We're good until November.
Oh gosh,
I'll be gone till November.
Right.
You like that? That's a throwback right there. Not many people know that one.
I don't know that one.
Wait, you don't know that one?
No.
Yeah. Little white Clef.
I got nothing. All right, Kenny, what you got for us in the college world, brother?
All right, so it's officially bowl season now.
Hercules. Love it.
And there are 43 bowls this year, which is quite a lot. But the first few, you have the Myrtle Beach Bowl, which is in South Carolina. It's going to be between Georgia Southern and Ohio. Ohio comes in at 9-3, Georgia Southern at 6-6. The over/under is set at like 48.5 the last time I looked, and the Bobcats are favored by 3.5 points. So I'm going to take Ohio to win 21-13.
You don't think it's going to be even close to the over?
Yeah.
No, Ohio's defense has been really good all season, and it's actually saved them quite a few times because their offense has been terrible, and I just don't see Georgia Southern's offense being able to match up to it.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Kenny's saying because I know absolutely nothing about either one of these teams.
That's why it's the.
I'm gonna pick Ohio just to support Kenny because Ohio. That's all I got. That's all I know.
I'll just cover up the Ohio. All right, the next one is the Avocados from Mexico Cure Bowl. These teams only get funnier.
Avocados from Mexico.
You have Miami of Ohio playing against Appalachian State. They are 8-5. The Mountaineers are 8-5. Miami, Ohio is 11-2. But App State is favored by 6.5 points, and the over/under is at 43.
What? Who's playing that?
I would assume that's Nate.
No worries.
So I'll take App State 24-21 in a nail biter.
24-21. I'm gonna agree with Kenny on that. I'm gonna say Appalachian State, but I think Appalachian State wins and covers.
Sure, that works.
All right. Then you have the Starco Brands LA Bowl, which is obviously.
What are these?
Wait. Time out. Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. These bowl games are getting weirder and weirder with the names. Where are they coming from? You got avocados from Mexico now. What's going on?
So wait, but I actually cut off part of the title of that. It's supposed to be Starco Brands LA Bowl presented by Gronk.
Time out.
Presented by Gronk?
Like Rob.
Hold on. By Robert?
I believe so. I didn't look it up. That's why I cut it off, because I didn't want to.
I'm about to.
I didn't want to overstep.
I'm gonna text. He's gonna text Gronk right now. Be like, "Hey, man."
Right now. Hold on. You just keep going.
Nate, if you big time us and say you're about to text Gronk,
I'm about to find out right now.
Breaking news.
Because if they gave him a bowl game, the world's coming to an end.
Nate's like, I want a bowl game.
So the reason why I picked this one, though, is because you actually do have two typical teams. You have UCLA going up against Boise State. So these are, two reputable teams. UCLA comes in at 7-5. A lot of people.
Oh, he's gonna sing the national anthem at it.
Is that what it is?
Wow. What?
Rob Gronkowski will be singing national anthem and grinding at LA Bowl game named after him.
And grinding?
That's the title of this LA Times article.
Nailed it.
Are your boots?
What? He's doing a live performance. He's singing the national anthem.
Is he getting the halftime show too? Or like, what's going on?
I don't know. None of those words are in the Bible. Wait, what?
What is he gonna? Well, he does. Him and his brothers do own that shaker, like protein thing. You know what I'm talking about? Like, so I wonder if like that. Not that.
Oh, I mean, I guess it's better. It used to be the Jimmy Kimmel LA Bowl.
It's not that. It's not the shake.
I'll take Gronk over the.
Oh my God! What are you doing?
Nate, for my own sanity, please stop.
Oh my God! What is he doing?
If you're not going to call Gronk right now, then I don't care.
Oh my God! Man.
Okay, be for real though. Be for real though.
I just sent the group message to the guys like, "Hey, wait a minute! Like, hey, I need to know, because before I hit the FaceTime, I'm like, hey, somebody better explain something to me. How did Rob get a damn bowl?
He had a bowl. And he's gonna be singing the anthem and grinding apparently.
Oh, say, can you see?
Right. Oh, no.
Time out.
Let me tell y'all something right now. I'm gonna tell y'all a story right now. All right, I know we got to do these games. All right, my senior year at Arizona, Rob was the guy that you would see literally no shirt on, dancing at the frat houses and the parties.
Yep.
And you just sit there and you just like, I'm not about to go up there and talk to him because he ain't got no shirt on. And Rob, he would like get real like happy when he was a little. So I'm not big, I'm little compared to him. Have you guys seen Friday After Next?
Yes.
Remember when he grabbed him and put him like right here on his chest?
Right on the chest, yeah.
Oh, you gotta say.
That's it.
Oh my gosh, bro.
All right, Kenny, finish.
All right. So UCLA's favored by 4.5. The over/under is at 48.5. For no reason, I'm just going to pick Boise State to win 28-20. I have no logic behind it. I just honestly think Boise State's going to take care of business.
Give me UCLA. It's the LA Bowl.
It's a smart pick.
Big time. Gronk.
I mean, even as I say it, I know I'm going to be wrong. I want Boise State.
And I mean, I really, Pac-12, this is the last year before everybody goes their separate ways and whatnot. And it's like a really like heartbreaking relationship. So I want UCLA to win. I really want UCLA to win, but I'm just really kind of messed up with like how both you got that.
I love that.
All right. The next one is the Radiance Technology Independence Bowl down in Louisiana. That one's going to have a 6-6 Cal play 6-6 Texas Tech. Texas Tech is favored by 3.5 points. The over/under is at 57.5. I'm going to take Texas Tech to win big, 38-20.
I'm on that same boat. Let's ride.
I live in Texas now, so I'm going to pick Texas Tech.
A lot of guys over here riding that Texas wave right now. You know what? Pac-12.
Oh, wow.
Nate's just going to pick every Pac-12 team. Got it.
Right.
No, wait. No. Because I'm thinking realistically, as much as I would love UW to beat Texas, I don't think they're going to beat Texas. I really don't.
That's tough.
I hope so. We'll see. We'll get to that one in a few weeks, I guess.
Oh my gosh.
All right. The last one I have is the Scooters Coffee Frisco Bowl, which is down in Texas.
Wait. When is this?
Saturday.
Tuesday.
Dang it. Probably too late.
Wait, the Frisco Bowl?
Yeah. Isn't that Saturday? Or do they?
No, Tuesday.
Tuesday?
Is it the Marshall UTSA game?
Yeah.
No. Wait. Yeah.
Yeah, I have it. I have it on Tuesday. Tuesday at 8 p.m.
Media. I'm applying. Media credentials. How can they say no to me?
Well,
the application window is closed. Really?
I was about to say.
Really?
That's how they're going to say no.
It's 5 days. It's 5 days before. That's still realistic.
You already said no to. Anyway,
I've already been denied. Hold up. Who can I email?
UTSA comes in at 8-4. Marshall at 6-6. UTSA favored by 12.5. Over under at 52.5. I think Texas San Antonio wins 28-14.
Oh wait, my dad told me about this game.
I'm going with Kenny's pick because I don't know anything about either one of these teams.
I mean, historically, I like Marshall, but UTSA
Marshall and San Antonio.
Yeah, and they're on the upswing. I think they're doing a lot of impressive things. I don't think 8-4 is indicative of their talent levels either. I think they could have done better.
Give me San Antonio.
I'm gonna go with Marshall. You know one thing? No, seriously. Hey y'all, we need to go ahead and we need to do a little bracket. We need to do a bracket. We really should do a bracket and pick which teams for the bowl season that we feel is going to win. We should really do that.
Like, I like that. No, I like that.
I'm not that smart though. Bruce MJ, one of y'all.
Yeah, we got you.
Oh, the smart guys. The smart guys over here.
I'm smart, so we just gonna. I have the idea, but I'm gonna.
See,
you're an idea guy.
Exactly. I'm gonna delegate. I feel that too. I'm the idea guy. I have the ideas, but the whole.
Bruce says, "What if?" And I go, "Oh boy."
What if we do this? That's good.
What if? All right. Anything else, Kenny?
Any more, Kenny?
Those are the 5 that I thought were either interestingly named or actually going to be interesting games to watch. So that's what there's probably, I think, another 4 to 6 that are actually coming up this weekend. But yeah, that's all I'm going to go with for now.
Yeah, because apparently I'm the biggest idiot on the face of the planet.
I'm going to just say this. You come in here and say the Trojan Magnum Bowl, I am literally leaving. If you say if you come in here and say the Plan B one-step bowl, I'm probably like,
you know what bowl is played before that? The KY Jelly Bowl.
Hey Nate, I need you to come real close right here. I need you to come real close. I've got the best name of a bowl game for you.
Please don't do it. Don't do it. What do you got?
We've got the GoDaddy Bowl.
Oh yeah, the GoDaddy Bowl. It's played during the KY Jelly Bowl.
Debo, say hi. Look, they can't see you. Say hi.
Hi. That was so funny.
Oh, and even better, we've got the Howlin' Weed Eater Independence Bowl.
The scarf.
Where do the names come?
It's a
Can we apply for a name?
I think so. Supposedly, this has to do with lawn care.
Yeah. Weed eater.
Yeah, that's not how it's spelled.
Oh.
Spelled very differently.
Hey, real quick, while we're doing this, shout out to Jersey Jaguar. Guys, give him a follow on YouTube. I was able to collaborate with him. Really good dude. And shout out to Brian as well. The setup that he had was amazing. Really hope we get an opportunity to do some collab with you guys again. Jersey Jaguar does jersey and obviously his name. Do jersey evaluation, talks about just different like types of jerseys, says like what he likes about them, just and does a little bit of fashion here and there, does a lot of sports stuff. Really good dude. Give him a follow on YouTube, Jersey Jaguar, Jersey_Jaguar.
The Cheribundi Tart Cherry Boca Raton Bowl.
That's a lot of words.
So now
For
we're
real.
just that's funny.
Oh my gosh. Well,
we haven't we haven't done in a while, MJ. I think we should we're gonna throw it up. Let's throw it up there. We haven't done our nice little. Let's get it started. It's been a long time. For once, we've actually finished.
It's okay. I don't think there's any trolls in here right now.
Somehow, I don't know how we did it, but somehow we finished fairly early compared to what we usually finish at.
A couple minutes early, yeah.
So this is the time, guys. So MJ used to do, and I used to do this segment on the show, and we would just to basically talk about anything that we wanted to talk about. It's kind of like the fireside chat, just like what. And you can say and do anything you want. You got something on your mind, you got something you want to say, by all means, please do it. I don't know. I really got nothing though. I think this is fantastic. This is pretty fun. I'm feeling better now, MJ. I don't feel like for everyone on this panel.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know. Nate, what you got, my guy? That young man looks like he's exhausted.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I was thrown back when the bowl games because I'm really because I'm like, where did you know what? The bowl games have changed so drastically back to when I was playing and whatnot and what I'm accustomed to seeing. It's just like, damn, like you letting Gronk have a bowl game. Okay, somebody that the bowl committee somebody needs to be voted out. Somebody needs to be voted out.
Hey Nate, you know what part of it is? Guess who's on the bowl committee now?
Who?
Edelman.
What?
Duels?
Yeah, he's either on. I think he's on the bowl committee for the LA Bowl.
I need to get on the bowl committee. We need to get on the bowl committee. We need
our own bowl.
We need a bowl.
TDT Media Bowl. That'd be sick.
Yeah.
Like,
bro, Tony the Tiger has his own bowl. Why can't we get one?
Elk Grove Village had a bowl.
Yeah, Elk Grove had a bowl.
The scarf.
Makers Mark, like builders wanted Elk Grove Village Bowl or some shit.
That's so stupid. Yeah, we can get one of those. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
It'd be nice to have the money to
no,
throw
yeah.
at people for it.
Right.
Talking about throwing money at people, the Dodgers are just going stupid, bro.
Yeah. I don't even think I want to watch baseball this year. It's just ridiculous.
No, we're gonna watch baseball.
You a big baseball guy, Nate?
Oh yeah, yes, most definitely. My dad was a hell of a baseball player, and I played baseball. Of course, I was a second baseman and outfielder, center fielder. But again, I am a Yankee fan at heart, but I also love the Dodgers. Like, no, seriously,
Really?
I'm a Yankee fan, but I love the Dodgers. Like, I was actually debating on if I was going to wear this hat or this one. So again, we're
look at Kenny's face right now.
I'm sorry.
I'm watching.
How are you a Yankees fan and a Dodgers fan though? Like that,
okay.
doesn't.
Great question.
This doesn't make sense because they came from Brooklyn. They moved to LA.
I'm gonna tell you straight up. I'm gonna tell you straight up.
Sorry.
No, I'm gonna tell you straight up. Okay. Okay, I can't tell you, but I like both teams. LA,
I'm a Red Sox and a Yankees fan.
And
Like,
I've always been a Yankee fan. I've always been a Yankee fan, dating back to with the captain. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So whenever I see a Boston Red Sox fan, it's like almost on site.
Really?
It's like almost on site. Like really, it's almost on site. Like there's a little kid. Don't judge me. He always wearing his like Boston Red Sox shirt when I see him, and it's just like the parents don't care about you.
Wow.
Parents don't care about you.
Wow.
And me and his dad, Andrew, we go at it a lot. You know, he's a Patriot fan too, but I'm like, you don't care about your kids.
Oh, there it is. I love it.
Yikes.
I love it. Well, MJ, I think it's about that time, my dude.
Yes, sir.
Nice 2-hour show. Appreciate all you guys. Nate, put that young man to bed. He looks like he's about to just be done. And he had a long day with the dentist, so good stuff right there. Kenny, as always, thank you. And those nurses had a longer day, let me tell you.
Thanks.
Connor, thank you for everything in the background that you do. MJ, I'll let you lead with whatever you want to lead with to end the show. Thank you, my guys.
It's been a pleasure, ladies and gentlemen. To the trolls, I love you. Thank you for the views. You know how it is. Y'all the best. We'll be back next week, another 2-hour edition. TDT Media will keep doing what it's doing. Also, Bruce and I accepted to the Senior Bowl, so we will be there once again. You know how it is. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. We'll see y'all next week. Connor, run the best insurance commercial in the business.
The best one in the biz, baby.
What? Bye, Bruce.
Bye, MJ. Thanks, guys.
Bye, trolls. Bye, Shane.